Well, it's Thursday morning. Day number 3. About 10 after 5. No rain overnight. I slept well. Now we get up, packed up, and moving. Mosquitoes are waiting for us. I think Sam slept well last night too. Didn't you, Sam?
Another beautiful morning in God's country.
Well, that shower is pretty much over. No wind with it, just rain, moderate rain. Wasn't even all that. I mean, it was more than light rain, but it wasn't a huge downpour either. However, there's supposed to be a chance of severe weather today. In fact, northwestern part of the Boundary Waters right now is getting hit by 40-mile-an-hour winds, hail, lightning, heavy rain, all the rest of that good stuff. And that could be moving this way. So I'm kind of thinking, which is always dangerous, kind of thinking that maybe I'll stay here today after all. It's supposed to be be around 80 again today. And like I said, with all these showers around and stuff like that, it might be best to stay put. Tomorrow is supposed to be cooler, high in the low 70s. Only a 20, well, I think, well, might be a 20% chance of rain in the afternoon or something like that, but pretty low chance anyway. But it sounds like, and mostly sunny. So it sounds like, I don't know if you can hear that thunder. Or is that oh, that's a plane. Never mind. Sounds like tomorrow's going to be a better travel day anyway. So I'll take another layover day here. And not the most ideal site, but it's okay. And then I won't take a layover day. I'll travel up to the split of where the Kawishiwi splits tomorrow, and then the next day I'll go on to Clear Lake. So I won't take the layover day up by the split. But that's okay. I didn't have anything in particular I wanted to do on a layover there anyway. So, I mean, I had talked about going further up the Kawishiwi from there, but it was just well, if I'm in the area, I'll go ahead and do that, but it's not going to hurt anything if I don't. The main thing is I do want to spend some time on Clear Lake and in that area, so I can still move over there on Saturday. Take a layover day there on Sunday, which is the weather sounding good for Sunday for layover, and then out on Monday still. So just a little bit of a rearrangement of my plans. Still heading out, or still I'm not cutting the trip short. You can see there's all kinds of blueberries in here, tons and tons and tons of them. Just not quite ready yet. I mean, this one's getting real close, but boy, another few days and this is just going to be fantastic here. I'm tempted to pick that anyway, but I know it's best to leave it. Lots of them here. Maybe by the end of the trip I'll find some. Well, as you can hear, rain's kind of starting up again. Not real heavy at the moment, but always sounds 20 times worse when you're under a tarp or in a tent than it really is. I just came in from outside the tarp and I could barely even feel a drop out there, but it has started a little bit more since I came under though. So of course speaking of the tent, I packed up my sleeping bag and my mat this morning, my thermarest. So sometime or another I gotta go re-inflate my thermarest and fluff up fluff up my sleeping bag again. Get that out. Of course, with the warm weather, I've been, ever since I got to this campsite, I've been using my sheet over my thermarest and just using my sleeping bag as a quilt over me, and that's been working pretty well. Tonight's supposed to be a little bit cooler, it's supposed to be down in the 50s tonight, so it should be even better, nicer sleeping weather. But I think I'll still get the sheet ready just in case. Now it's raining again. Blue skies to the west of us. Very wet skies to the north of us. And a short time later it stops. That's quite an interesting looking cloud there. It does look like most of this is passing to the north of us, and we just keep getting hit occasionally by a little tail off the system. Here comes another shower, I think. This is looking sort of to the east. As we come around to the south, we've actually got blue sky down to the south of us. Yeah, okay, I guess we're starting out sort of south. This is looking more westward. And this is what we have to the north of us. Pretty ugly looking up there. And all this thunder around, it would not be good to be out on the lake, especially out in the middle of a lake, or in this case a big river. Out in the water anyway. Would not be good. Well guys, looks like I'm going to be buying a new tarp. Had a gust of wind, came straight into the tent, and just ripped out that whole back part. Well, this tarp has served me well for about 15 years. I actually had one seam go on me like that. Oh, what was that, back in 2005 when I was on my Yukon trip, and it's been fixed up with duct tape ever since, held together with duct tape ever since. And I see, that's actually the original duct tape, I see it starting to loosen up there, but I think this repair, or this rip, is just not worth duct taping up. So I'll have to look to see if I can get a new tarp. Like to get a custom sewing tarp. Kind of spendy. Let's see what happens. But I think this one is done for. Earlier rains that we had didn't have any wind with it. This one sure did. Scared the heck out of Sam when that went, because of course there was a whole bunch of flapping started going on. I think he went and hid back in the brush somewhere. But he's back on my lap now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you or not, but he's wrapped up in his blanket again. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction. Sitting on my lap. Huddled up in his now damp towel. Getting flooded out here. Man, is it ever raining. You know, it's showing signs of lightening up a little bit. I'm about ready to pull the canoe over here so I can float away. And look at this. All this water we have around us here. We're in the middle of the lake. Bad. That was easy. It's easing off quite a bit now. Oh boy. We got at least a half an inch of water underneath the tarp here. That was quite the shower. Sure seemed to last a long time. Nope, not done yet. this is under the tarp, so this is water that's run in. I guess Sam likes soggy biscuits. Soggy dog food. Because I'm pretty sure that got wet. Oh, look at what the tent's sitting by. Oh man. At least it's just a corner of the tent. If I'd put it over in here, I would have been, the whole thing would have been sitting in water. I don't think there's anything down in this corner that's going to hurt from being in that. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay, not too bad inside here. Let's see. Let's see what I had inside here if I didn't have my ground cloth on the outside instead of on the inside. But not looking too bad. Supposed to be mostly sunny today, so hopefully eventually I'll be able to open stuff up, dry it out. What a mess I have right now. Oh man. Might actually look at moving the tent up to the side here in a little while. It'll dry out a lot better that way. Oh man. What a rain event that was. So maybe it's a good thing I packed up all my tent stuff this morning, because now it'll be easier to move it if I decide to do that, and I think I probably will. I got the tent moved. It's right at the edge of the puddle. I think you can see. Hope you can see. A couple of the stakes are still underwater. This one here. I mean, look at this. Look at my foot. If anybody set up their tent here, man, they'd be underwater. But I moved it to higher ground, so even if it rains later on, like it might do, I should be okay. I am on more of a slope now than what I was, but I'd rather be on a slope than in a swamp. It's really gotten windy this afternoon. I heard a little bit of thunder. That was mostly to the west. There was a big black cloud that went around to the east of us. The wind is just getting horrible. This is actually a little bit calm compared to what we have been having. There was one gust that blew lake water into the... I could feel spray from the lake up under the tarp. Even from this far back. Coming up on 5 o'clock here. decided tonight I'm not going to bother cooking. Not sure I'd find a sheltered enough place to do it anyway. And I just don't feel like cooking, so I've got some extra tortillas and I've got some tuna salad, so I'll have some tuna salad wraps. I have plenty of trail mix and I have some jerky, so hope you can hear me over all the wind and other noises here. 5:45. And things seem to be calming down a little bit. It's funny, while I was getting my supper ready, there was a party of a party with 4 canoes. Not sure whether it was 8 or 9 people. Came paddling down. Of course, they were going north to south, so they had the wind at their back, but it was still awfully gusty at that time, awfully windy, and so not sure I would. Well, of course, it's different in a solo boat to a tandem, but I'm not sure I would have wanted to be out there. But they made it down okay. Of course, with the wind blowing like it was, they made it down this part of the water real fast. I think that's probably about the 5th or 6th party I've seen today. I've seen quite a few, both directions. Well, coming up on 7:30 now. I decided to take the tarp down. I don't think we're going to get any rain tonight, and it's one less thing to do in the morning. So tarp is out of here, down, and yeah. While I was taking it down, the people from the campsite to the north of me, it turns out they were on a day trip, not gone, but out on a day trip. They came down and visited with me. They're from North Carolina and from Raleigh-Durham area, and they wanted to see my canoe, so they came up on shore and looked at my canoe, and we talked a while. And I told them about my YouTube channel, so they're gonna check that out. And of course, it's gonna be months before I get this video up. But thanks for stopping by and chatting, Michael and Jackie. There, I remembered it now. Michael and Jackie, thank you for stopping and chatting. It was fun, and I hope by now you have subscribed to my channel. It's still blowing. I decided to come out for an evening paddle because it has died down quite a bit from what it was.